Are you feeling the toll on your body from spending a good chunk of your time sitting down? Stretches are the key. Whether at home, at school, or work, you've likely had times where your butt felt numb and your hips had become stiff. That's just a glimpse of what long periods of sitting do to you. Over time, the ill effects would be more prominent and more dangerous. So, today's video is about 8 essential stretches that work to reverse the years of damage sitting has caused you. Towards the end, I will share a killer stretch that grew on me and has become my personal favorite for counteracting sitting. In addition, I will enlighten you on 2 important truths about stretching that will finally answer questions like, is it necessary to stretch before exercise? And is it necessary to stretch after exercise? Number 1. Spinal twist. If you're working and in dire need of quick muscle tension relief, this move is for you. The gentle twisting of your spine through this stretch will smoothly get rid of some tension in your lower back. A little rotation is all you need, so don't go overboard. Number 1. Sit sideways, facing the left, with your feet flat on the floor. Number 2. Squeeze your abs and gently rotate your torso towards the right, holding onto the chair to help deepen the stretch. Number 3. Only twist as far as you comfortably can while keeping your hips square. Number 4. Hold for 10 to 30 seconds and repeat on the other side. Number 5. Perform 5 to 10 reps on each side. Having problems with rounded shoulders? This next stretch would be perfect for you. Number 2. Pec stretch. Slumping posture is a common modern-day issue across the globe. What? With our unhealthy attachment to technology. As a result, the pectoral muscles get stiff and achy. The pec stretch can be done against a doorway or other vertical surfaces like a wall or a pole. Number 1. Stand next to the doorframe as if you're about to pass through it. Number 2. Bring your hands up until your forearms and elbows are resting against each side of the doorway. Your elbow and shoulder should be at around 90-degree angles. Number 3. If you want to do both sides, step through the doorway. Alternatively, if you only want to do one side at a time, turn your body away from your elbow. Step 4. At this point, you should feel a stretch between your chest and shoulder. Step 5. Hold it for 20 to 30 seconds. Repeat on the other side if you were only doing one side. When you sit for hours a day, your joints and muscles in the hips also get stiff, causing discomfort and pain. This is where the half-kneeling hip flexor stretch comes in handy, but more on that in a bit. Number 3. Standing side bend. This stretch targets the muscles on the sides of your torso, starting from your shoulders to your hips. It's a basic yet valuable pose for opening your entire torso and realigning the spine. Step 1. Stand tall with your feet slightly apart and your hands at your sides. You may also keep your feet and legs together if it's more comfortable. Step 2. Slide your right hand down your side and towards your knee and exhale as you lengthen your left arm over your head, bending your body gently to the right. Step 3. Take deep breaths to relax into this position as you hold. Step 4. Return to the starting position and repeat on the other side. Step 5. Do 5 to 10 times on each side. As you continue, you might feel a stretch in your lower back, hips, and the sides of your core. Another awesome stretch for your back is called the lat stretch. It primarily loosens tight muscles in this part of your back. Number 4. Lat stretch. This stretch involves kneeling on a bench and reaching forward, effectively lengthening the lats. It can lead to increased flexibility and mobility in the upper body. Step 1. Kneel on the ground or exercise mat in front of the bench. Step 2. Bend your hips and keep your spine straight as you place your hands on the bench, ensuring that your arms are fully extended. Step 3. Keep your knees directly under your hips as you lean back into your hips to increase the stretch. Step 4. Keep your core stiff and abs braced for a straight spine. Step 5. Keep your chin tucked into your neck and don't let your head drop towards the ground. Step 6. Hold the stretch for 20 to 45 seconds, breathing deeply and relaxing into the stretch. Step 7. Slowly release the stretch and return to a kneeling position. Repeat 2 to 4 times. Additionally, I highly recommend you try leg swings. These are examples of dynamic stretching that would make a great warm-up exercise, especially for the hip muscles and the hip joint. Number 5. Leg swings. These dynamic stretches are great for stretching your hips as well as your hamstrings. They're better for warming up the body before a workout compared to static stretches. Step 1. Start by finding something sturdy to hold for balance. Hip height would be ideal. Step 2. Keeping one leg straight and flat on the ground. Start kicking the opposite leg held straight all the way up and swing it all the way back. Step 3. Go as high and as far back as you comfortably can. Step 4. Complete 20 swings and then switch legs. I also like to do side leg swings. To do it, swing your right leg out to the side as high as possible, and then in front of you towards your left as far as you can go. Do 20 swings before switching legs. Number 6. Half kneeling hip flexor stretch. The hip flexor is vital for daily activities like walking and climbing. Unfortunately, it's fast to tighten up when you sit too much, which can contribute to back pain. A great fix is the kneeling hip flexor stretch. Step 1. You can use a yoga mat or a folded towel under your knee. Step 2. Start in a half kneeling position, right foot forward and both your knees bent 90 degrees. Step 3. Put your hands on the front thigh for support. Step 4. Tuck your hips forward and pull your belly button toward the spine. Step 5. Now rock forward gently, still keeping your hips tucked and without rounding your back. Step 6. Take a deep breath and hold for 30 seconds. Do 3 reps for each side. By the way, stretches are one thing, but no one can deny the greater impact of exercises on the body. Dead hang is one exercise that offers the same better flexibility. Number 7. Knee to chest stretch. This stretch works to lengthen your lower back, relieving tension and pain from prolonged sitting. More importantly, it's especially ideal for patients with piriformis syndrome. Research says that stretch exercises that target the piriformis, hamstrings, and hip extensors can help lessen the painful symptoms brought by piriformis syndrome. Step 1. Lie on your back with your legs extended on the floor. Step 2. Bring one knee to your chest and pull it as close to your chest as possible without discomfort. Step 3. Stretch your straight leg as far as possible and squeeze your glute. Step 4. Return to the starting position and repeat with the other leg. Step 5. Repeat 2 to 4 times with each leg. To get more stretch, put your other leg flat on the floor while pulling your knee to your chest. If you do not feel a stretch, try doing it on a bench with your lower leg hanging off. If the knee to chest stretch just isn't your jam, you may also like the number 8, cat-cow stretch. Simple as it may be, the cat-cow stretch is nothing to sneeze at. It provides several benefits like stronger core and spine tightness relief. Best of all, it helps undo those years of damage. Step 1. Get down on all fours on a yoga mat. Step 2. Place your hands under your shoulders and keep your knees in line with your hips. Step 3. Take a deep inhale. On the exhale, round your spine up toward the ceiling and relax your neck. This is called the cat pose. Step 4. Now inhale and lift your head and tailbone towards the sky, keeping your neck steady. Step 5. Arch your back and relax and loosen your belly. This is the cow pose. Step 6. Keep alternating from the cat pose, exhale and round, to cow pose, inhale and arch. Your ultimate stretching move, the couch stretch. Tight hips are a common side effect of sitting. This stretch effectively improves mobility and loosens the hips. It also relieves you of pain, discomfort, and weakness in your core, back, and hips. Unlike its name, you don't actually need a couch to do the stretch. It's just there to soften the movement, so it's more comfortable for you. Step 1. Place the shin of your leg you're stretching along the back of a sofa or chair. Step 2. The foot of your other leg should be firmly planted on the floor. Step 3. Slowly raise your torso until your spine is straight and tall. Step 4. As you raise your torso, squeeze your butt and abs. Step 5. Maintain this position for up to 60 seconds. Step 6. Switch and repeat on the other leg. Your hip flexor area should feel lighter and more flexible. Just avoid pushing yourself too hard. 2 important truths about stretching. Number 1. Is it necessary to stretch before exercising? Surprisingly, no. In fact, studies show that stretching before exercise is not beneficial in preventing injury. Static stretching can negatively impact your performance, most likely because it involves holding the stretch that can tire out muscles. Instead, you can warm up by performing dynamic stretches. They're like the prelude to your workout, but with less intensity. Before a run, you can do this, these, or these. Number 2. Is it necessary to stretch after exercising? Not strictly necessary, but it is a good time to do a few static stretches. Doing so will make your muscles and joints a lot more relaxed and flexible thanks to the increased circulation. It's an ideal way of cooling down and ending your workout. There's a catch though. Sure, mastering those stretches would benefit you in more ways than one. However, stretches are different from exercise, and a fit, healthy body needs both. To get started on your journey of healing your body, make sure to watch this next video.